Hello, everybody. Welcome to the greatest show on earth. I am your host, Bernie Mandel, and this is the Burning's Got Talent Show. We have an exquisite taste of talent from all across the globe just for you today. We have about 20 people from all around the world that are going to be showing you their talents. And we have a panel of amazing judges for you right here, right now, on the ManBurning Talent Show. Get hyped, get pumped, everybody. Now let's meet the talents. I think our friend Winnings is up next. Winnings, what do you got for us?
So the judges have all been asking for one thing tonight. What's that?
Magic,
right? Yeah, unfortunately, I won't be doing any magic tonight.
Wow. Way to hype everyone up.
Yeah, right?
Oh, you lose 5 points for that straight away.
I actually am going to be doing a trick. All right, so I need you to pick 5 groups between the numbers 1 through 100. So you can pick, for instance, 1 through 10, 10 through 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80s, or 90s. Pick 5 groups.
Do I have to tell them to you?
Yes.
I do? Okay. Let's go the 20 through 30.
All right.
They have to be in tens? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Tens. Because
Okay.
we gotta make this a shorter version.
All right. 20 through 30. Let's go 30 through 40. 60 through 70.
All right.
80 through 90 and 90 through 100. That's 5.
All right. So you just eliminated half the numbers. Now pick 3 groups from the remaining other 5.
Oh, I have to keep track of these? I don't even know what I picked, man.
So you left 1 through 10, 10 through 20, 40 through 50, 70 through 80, and 90 through 100. I need you to pick 3 of those groups.
1 through 10.
And just so we know, we have never met before, right? This is our first conversation for the chat.
100%. I do not know you.
We have a comment from the audience that says the real trick was getting Mapped to talk to you.
What? What does that even mean?
Continue.
Pick 3 groups from those remaining 5.
Okay, so I know you said 1 through 10.
Correct. 10 through 20.
Wait, I thought I already picked 10 through 20.
Wait, 10.
What are the remaining groups?
All right, 1 through 10, 20 through 30, 40 through 50, 70 through 80, and 90 through 100.
80. Wait, are you sure those aren't the ones I already picked?
No, those were the ones you eliminated. You eliminated 5 groups before.
Okay, yes. So those are the ones that I picked.
Correct. So you eliminated them, so that's what's left. Now you got to pick 3 from the remaining group.
Okay. So the ones, the opposite of those. Like if for example, if I chose, you said 3 numbers, right?
No, 3 groups of 10.
Okay. 3 groups of 10 from the remaining groups. Okay.
Correct.
All right. 10 through 20.
All right.
30 through 40.
All right.
And 60 through 70.
All right. So now you have 70 through 80 and 90 through 100 left. Pick one last group.
90 through 100.
And now we only have the 70s left. You eliminated everything else.
Uh-huh.
So 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, and 79. Pick 5 of those numbers.
Okay. And tell them to you still?
Correct. Tell them to everybody.
Okay. I'm going to go with 71.
All right.
74.
All right.
75.
75, 71, 74, 75,
77,
77.
and 79.
All right, same again.
71, 74, 75, 77, 79.
All right, now pick 3 of those numbers that you just named.
74,
All
77,
right.
and 79.
All right, pick 2 of those numbers.
77 and 79.
All right, so we eliminated every single number except for 74. 74 is the last remaining number, 1 through 100. ManBurning, are you there?
Yes.
Can you open? I sent you a message, a DM in the Discord. Can you open it, please?
Yeah.
Can you read my message I sent to you?
It says, ManBurning, do not look until I tell you. Map of Tasmania will choose 74.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Map of Tasmania, 74 was the last remaining number. And if you look, the time posted was
3:42 a.m. It is now 3:54 a.m.
There you go. And that is my trick.
Wow.
What the fuck?
Interesting. So, judges.
I did that with 1 high close and
So, winnings predetermined the number that Map was going to pick ahead of time. So, I don't know if he's going to reveal his trick or answer on how he did that. But Map, since you were the one that was, I think you went first last time, didn't you? Mel, yeah, let's go. Let's save you for last. Mel, go ahead.
I feel like a lot of that was kind of pushed by winnings. Like, I feel like Map actually chose a lot of different sets of numbers at the start, and both of them kind of forgot what they were, and it kind of just got a bit misconstrued, very scuffed. I'm not sure if they were actually the final sets of numbers towards the end there. And she picked 2 numbers at the end, not 1. So I'm not really sure how he got to 74 when 77 was still part of it. So it's a little bit scuffed. It's still kind of impressive, I'll give you that, but it was a little bit scuffed. So I'm going to give you a 6.
I mean, compared to, I thought he was just going to come in and like fart in a jar or something. So I had no idea what was happening at first. So you got to give that. You know, even if it was scuffed, even if the outcome became scuffed. Shane.
It was so disjointed and convoluted that Matt didn't even understand what was going on. Like,
I don't think
so confused.
I don't think any of us understood what was going on.
No, but as the spectator for a trick, you need to understand at least what you're being asked to do. And Matt did not understand what she was being asked to do. Like, it was so convoluted. And you said that Matt would choose 74. That's the only number that she didn't choose. She chose every other all these groups of numbers and stuff. She never said she never chose 74 as her number. And you had to narrow it down to 10. If you'd have just gone, there's 100 numbers, pick a number, I'm going to guess you pick that, then great. But it's just so convoluted, and I couldn't keep up with it, and it didn't make sense. I didn't like it. I'm going to give it a 2.
2. All right, Wizard.
Okay, well, look, I completely get it. It's a quote unquote magic trick. It's obvious. We all know that all magic is bullshit, but it's part of the. You know what I mean? We know that wrestling's bullshit.
Whoa! No.
You poked
Yes,
the bear.
Shane, I'm going there. I'm going there because this is how I can relate to you. We know that wrestling's bullshit, yet we can still enjoy, the show. And I think the winnings did a very, very good job of putting on a good show. And I actually really enjoyed it. Like, I'm not gonna lie, unfortunately he did get a little confusing in parts, and that's gonna drop some points because yes, as everyone's mentioned, it was way too kind of complicated at points, and honestly you could have found a more simple and less convoluted way of doing it. But it was still entertaining regardless. I actually was having a good time. I definitely chuckled out loud at a couple of points. And so I'm actually giving it a 7.
7. 7 from Wiz. Welcome in, Jeff. Hopefully you're enjoying the show. You missed a lot of really awesome talents.
Just before we move on, Wizard, I challenge you to spend 5 minutes inside the ring and then tell me wrestling's bullshit.
Okay.
Regardless of how we came to the outcome, I think it was still impressive because if that could have backfired, right? It could have been something else in that message, and then it would have looked terrible, and we all would have been left scratching our heads. But Map, you were the one that was thrown in the fire with this. Give us your thought process as a judge and walk us through what you were thinking and what you want to score this.
Well, it couldn't have been anything else in the message. like people said, these kinds of magic tricks, I mean, half of it is about the confusion, but I bet if you watched it in a playback, you would probably kind of understand the railroading that was going on, and half of it was to confuse me, which is not difficult, to be frank and fair. 'Cause I'm a very type A person and I need direct instructions. But I still think the rapport was good. I think it would have been good in like a public setting where they aren't able to like take notes or do a playback or anything like that, but I guarantee if you watch it back you would realize the railroading. Probably still gonna give it like a 5 because I thought the presentation was good.
5. All right. We got a 5. Let's get a score from winnings. 5. 5 plus 6 plus 2 plus 7. Not gonna lie, winnings. You got a 20 for a last minute entry that you said was gonna be absolutely scuffed. I think that's a pretty good score. I don't know about you, but I would take that score and run all the way to the hills and have a heyday.